You tomorrow. Now I got a mess. They'll plump up like this for you tomorrow. Hi, welcome to God in the Greenhouse. I'm Nicola, and I'm so happy you made it today. So about a month ago, I had uploaded a video that showed everybody how to take grocery store bought beans, plant them in the ground, and grow food for the rest of your life. Well, I know it's only been about a month, but those bean plants have come in and they have started producing a lot of beans very fast. So I am so excited to show you the progress. Now, I didn't think I was going to be able to do a follow-up video because I'm a new creator and I didn't think about that. So I'm very sorry about that because I know somebody asked in the comments and I was like, no, I gotta harvest them at different times and I don't know about a video. I was a little nervous, but I thought, you know, let's just take that inspiration, let's go with it, let the beans grow and make the video. So here I am today. It's been pretty much exactly a month since I uploaded the initial video, which I will leave the link above here and also in the description, so you'll be able to see that video if you haven't already. And we'll get out to the garden and I'll show you just how awesome these plants are doing, and we'll get to harvesting some beans today. Yeah, only a month, and look how well these guys are growing in. This is such an exciting harvest. I bet there's over 100 beans here. I guess we'll have to start harvesting to find out. So in the original bean video, this corner looked a little different. When I first planted here, I was going to companion plant beans and cucumbers together, but that idea had changed when I wanted to expand the garden and move that fence back some. And this ended up being tomatoes and beans together. And as you see, everything is growing so well and everybody's so happy. Now, half of the plants I did end up transplanting over to my carrot bed as they grew in. I caught them pretty early, so they're growing just great. Beans don't like to be transplanted, but if you do catch them early enough, you can transplant them safely. And I'll show you that in just a little bit here. So as you see, yeah, these guys are growing wonderfully. We've got lots of beans everywhere, and I'll get to harvesting. I think we're going to be harvesting quite a bit. You know, beans are pretty awesome because you can pick them at different times depending on what you want to do with them. For instance, like the beans we're picking right now, these are pretty much classic green beans. So you'll want to grab these when the pods are young and tender before you see the seeds bulging out. You'll know they're ready because they'll feel firm and crisp, and if you bend one, it'll snap easily. The seeds inside should be super small and not really visible through the pod. My tip for picking them: keep picking them every day or two. This actually encourages the plant to make even more. When you pick, gently snap or cut the stem right above where the flower used to be so you don't hurt the plant. They're best for eating fresh, freezing, or even canning. Now, if you want the type of beans for shelling beans, these will be a little more on the mature side, but not fully dry. You'll want to pick these when the pods are plump and full with the beans inside fully grown, but still soft. You'll know they're ready because the pods might start changing color, perhaps getting lighter green or even a little yellowish. The beans inside will clearly be bigger than what you'll find with the green beans. Just remember, you'll need to take the beans out of their pods before you eat them. They're excellent as a fresh veggie side dish or tossed into soups. Now this is the carrot bed I was talking about, and I moved half of those bean plants over to here. And as you see, they're doing very well over here. Now for the dried beans, I'll be doing a separate video on these in a couple of weeks, once our beans are ready for that kind of processing. Look at all those wonderful beans we harvested. Now we're just going to pour them into a colander and get them rinsed off real well with some water. After we get them rinsed, we'll move them back over to the counter and start processing them so we can get them put into the freezer, and they'll be good for the rest of the whole year or two. Now that they're all rinsed and washed off, we're just going to take the beans just like they are. I like to cut off both ends, and then I just take the ends, put them in my little counter compost here, and then start filling my bag that I labeled with green beans and the date. And I am going to label them as green beans because I have not let them grow long enough to go to seed to be able to use them like making soft beans and rice, stuff like that. So beans are very versatile because you can let them grow in different stages and use them in different ways. So because these are harvested early, we'll just use these as green beans for now. And then as the plants grow, I'll actually pick a plant or two to go all the way to seed. And then I'll make another follow-up video to show you how to process those. So I'm just going to be cutting off the ends here and filling up this bag. Now some people do like to blanch their beans before they put them in the freezer bag and put them in the freezer, but I've never seen a real use for that step. My beans come out just as good without blanching them, so I just skip the step. I try to be as efficient as possible with my day with as much as I try to pack into one day. So if it's not a very useful step, I don't use it. I don't really play by the gardening and cooking rules. Kind of just incorporate how my day goes and what I can fit in and how I'm going to do it. Some things fail, but I'll tell you what, most of the time everything's just fine. Your way is usually the right way. Green beans grown in just a matter of a month from grocery store bought beans that were intended to be cooked. So there you have it. We got at least around 3 servings of green beans, and we just planted those only a month ago. That's awesome. Food within just 1 month, you really can't go wrong. And I bought that whole bag of beans for only $1.25. And now that we have harvested from those plants, they're going to grow even more beans because we got some off of there pretty early. Because if you early harvest beans, they will grow even more vigorously. So you can't go wrong with this. Now leave me a comment and let me know if you do something different with your beans as you're harvesting them. Share your ideas. Maybe you got some tips and tricks you'd like everyone to know. I thank you all for hanging out till the end. I thank you all for checking out this recap video. I hope you do check out the original bean video if you haven't yet. Remember, the link will be in the description. I thank you all for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, I invite you to hit that subscribe button. This is a new channel. I'm a new creator, building a community. We love bringing God into our gardens and into our lives and everything we do. Without Him, we wouldn't have this amazing abundance. So come and join us, God in the Greenhouse, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a blessed day.